Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Sorry about that. Just need to fix me case over here. So I've been getting this request. I got this request today, and this is one I've been thinking about doing for a while. So I am going to show you guys how I do my videos. And firstly, I want to say thank you so much for subscribing to my channel and liking my videos. It really means a lot to me. So this is what I'm going to do. So this is my dream on. So firstly, obviously, I need to get the lyrics. So this is where I get them from here. Not this one, sorry. From this. And this is the Glee wiki. And here's the link up here. And this is obviously where it is. So this is who it's by, what episode it's in, and who it is sung by. So back to here. So once I kind of copied that in, I like using mine in colors. So before I even do that, what I do is I put the heading down first, obviously. Then I put in the lyrics, and then I kind of change the font around, so I don't want everything changing. So for my font, I always use, if you go up here, this is your font. It has all different styles, and you can see it'll change. Times New Roman, Arial, Comic Sans. I use Arial Black, and I always bold my headings. But for Arial Black, guys, it doesn't make a difference. Nothing changes. And then for the rest of my writing, I always put down Arial, which is kind of my normal. So whatever your normal is, you'll tell by here at the top. It could be Times New Roman size 12. But if you want to change it, what I do, I'm going to show you here. Control and A, and this is what it'll do. It'll highlight everything. And you can see up here, the font is blank, and so are the font size. That's because they are actually not the same. So if I go into my font size here, I can change it to 12, 18. I always have 22, and you can go onto your... Now remember guys, if you've highlighted all, the writing is all going to change. So this is how you can change everything. And if you need to, like I'm going to show you here, like say I'm going to do Arial, my heading changes, and then you can just go highlight the heading and go onto this. So I'm going to show you here, guys. I like using colors in my videos. So I have a color assigned for like every character, and I'm going to show you that now. But firstly, I want to show you this. I have my Glees in a folder, so right now you can see at the top where it actually is. I'm in my PC Documents Glee Season 1, and these are all my videos, and you can see here at the bottom I have 67. That's obviously not every song. These are just ones that have been requested. And here is my Glee folder. I like having my stuff in folders, guys, because it kind of helps you be more efficient. I'm so sorry for that. My phone case is being very dodgy with me today, so I'm very sorry about this, guys. Anyway, you also see I have another Word document at the very bottom called New Directions Members. I'm going to click onto that, and loading away. Here it is. So this is basically for my colors. So if you guys are like me and you like using colors, I always like having a Word document for the colors. And you can see here I have what color they are and who they represent. So you can see here, these are, and you can also see at the very bottom, guys, it'll show you how many pages it is, how many words it is. And just letting you know, guys, be aware that the writing, if it's bigger, it'll take up more pages. So I'm going to show you now. I'm going to Control and A. You'll see everything's been highlighted. So I'm going to show you what would happen if I put the font to 12. You see here, oopsie, sorry. It went from 5 pages to 3. If your writing is really big, your pages are going to be longer. So just be aware of that. But it doesn't make a difference. You can have it 30, but you just need to go through a lot of pages. Also, guys, say if you want this and you've made a mistake and you don't want it to be like that, you go across. But you also, guys, I can't stress this enough. Whatever you're doing, save as you go along, because if you lose it, you'll have to start over. And there's nothing worse when you have to start over, especially when, we've probably all been through this, when you're almost finished, it just disappears. So this is your save button. So you just save that, and it'll save automatically because I've already saved it. This is your backspace arrow. So if I click that, it'll go right back to the beginning. So I'm going to save that again. So I'm going to show you, say if I want, say if the song had the New Direction Boys, I'm going to just put my mouse onto one word. I'm going to go onto this little one here, which is my font coloring. I'm going to click this little arrow beside it, and this little menu is going to appear. I'm going to go onto more colors. And because I've gone onto a color, it's kind of already kind of selected. So that's fine. I'm going to go OK. And it will be there in your recent colors because that's what I used recently. I'm going to go back onto my Word document, and there it is at the bottom, ready for me to use. So I'm going to show you now, if I just do this and I don't like that color, I can change it to that and it will all change, and it will change itself. But I don't want to, I'm just going to show you. So if you like using colors, it's always good to have a Word document, especially because I feel without it, you're always searching for the person you've done before so you can find their colors. So I like having this, and it has all of them. It has the groups. You can see them all there. I know the coloring probably isn't good because my computer is very dark and I'm so sorry. It has the people, I have the boys, I have the girls, I have everyone else. And I know sometimes that most characters only appear once, but if you're doing another video, it's always good to have the colors. So this is just my Glee members. You can have other documents, so I'm going to X out of this. I am not going to save because I didn't really make a big change, but guys, remember, if you've made changes, just save it away. You never want to be too careful. And this is coming up because I clicked on and I got a color. But if you've made a change, like you've changed the font or you've changed the size, save. Just save it. So I'm going to save it because I don't want to risk it. So I'm going to save, and then it just X's away itself. So here we go. These are my lyrics right now. You can see I have most of them are black, and it has this little instrumental break, which is fine. But I have the top. So I'm going to tell you guys when I get requests, this is how I do them. This is only how I do them. If you have a different way, you keep using your way. But this is just how I do it. It's easier for me because I've been using Microsoft Word and PowerPoint for a really long time. So this is just, I'm good with it. I'm okay with it. So I'm going to show you here. So when I get a request, like one of you guys requests, like Dream On, for example, I get the words and then I add on the colors. I don't automatically do them. Like the second I get the video, I don't automatically start doing them because I wait and see if I have more requests to do. Also, guys, I'm going to show you one other thing. Like if you get multiple requests, instead of like clicking this little icon down here, which is your Microsoft Word over and over again, you go to your file, you go to your blank document, which is going to just bring a blank document right beside you. And because, also one more thing, I have a Word document open already with a color. The color you've selected on that document is going to be there too. I'm also going to show you how to save if you have one. So I'm just going to put down Dream. I have mine in caps lock. I'm really sorry. So I'm going to put down Dream On. I'm going to go underneath. I'm going to go to the save, and this is what comes up on my computer. It might be different for yours, but this is what comes up on mine. So I'm going to show you over here, guys. It's this little ODK. That's like an open Word document. I don't use that. I use the top one, which is Word document. Now, you obviously have other options, like there. That's the one that's already been selected as open Word document. But remember, guys, if you want a Word document, always change that little one first before you save. So I'm going to click there, Word document. And here is your document. So what they have here, these are my folders because these are my most recent. They only have like 1, 2, 3. They have 6 options already. So you can click onto one. I'm not going to because I don't really want it to save itself. So if I click onto season 6, this will come up here. It'll be your kind of selected option, and then you save and it'll go right into your folder. But say the folder you want to save it in isn't there. This is your more locations. You click onto that and it'll bring you here. And this is where you can find some other folders. Now, I don't, like say if they don't have the folder you want or you can't find it, you go into your browse. Loading, and here it is. And then you just go into your documents. And there it is. There's all the kind of documents. This is all like the folders I have. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to X out of that, guys. I don't want to save it. But if, again, you don't want, your computer is different. If you want, you can also go to File and Save As. And look at here. Because if you want to add it into another spot, but I don't. I just like having mine kind of in groups. It's always good to have folders, guys, because it'll help you find your videos. Sometimes the folders are annoying because you actually don't know where they've gone. But remember, guys, be very careful when you're saving and choosing your location, because you might accidentally put it into the wrong location and then you're worrying about where it is, and then you need to go search for it. So just be very careful when you're putting it into a location. Always put it somewhere you can actually find it. So I always have mine in my documents because that's where mine always goes. So I'm going to show you here. So once I actually have the video requested, I'm so sorry, guys. I know it's just my screen's gotten, I'm just going to change my position here. Okay, here we go. So I kind of start off with like coloring the first line, which is Will, and I stop when it goes past him, and here we are, Brian. So I choose his color, kind of do it like that. Then I go to Brian, and again, I stop there when it stops being him. So I do that because before I start working on the videos, I like having the colors there. So this is why. So if, like, say, perfect, Will's down here again, instead of going looking for it again, I just go your font style up here, more colors, and there it is. Also, guys, I'm going to show you this. I hadn't showed you before. Now, Will is actually, it's kind of a variation. So say if you go onto a color, you go onto this, which is like a hot pink. You go into your custom, you can actually change the kind of coloring. And you know down by looking at this, because the bottom one, which is this, is what it was before. And this is what you're turning it into. So you can change it down, and you see the top is getting darker. You can bring it up, and it's getting lighter. I'm going to cancel that away. So once I have that, because I kind of prefer it like that, so I'm going to copy, I'm going to highlight this, and I'm going to show you why now. I'm going to go onto my Microsoft PowerPoint, which is that little icon beside Word, which looks like a circle. Opening away, there we go. I'm going to go onto my blank presentation. There we go. I'm obviously not going to do the full write-in because, you know, I need to, because I don't want to. I'm going to show you guys what I do. I'm going to put down the title. And then here, I'm going to put down, like originally, I'm just going to put down an O. I'm going to show you guys now. So the title slide is always the first thing that comes up. What I do next is I'm going to show you. If you go onto new slide, this is what's going to come up. This is not the kind I use. If you go into new slide up here, you have a little option. You kind of have a little arrow. Click onto that arrow and it'll give you variations. The title and content is what always comes up. But what I use is this one. To content. And this is what comes up. So I'm going to show you, once I take away the title because I don't use that, and I only use one content box, so I'm going to take that away too. And then I'm going to bring this content box up to the top. You see this little kind of circles at the bottom? This is so you can make the box wider, you can make the box longer. So I'm going to make the box longer until it hits the bottom of the screen, and there it is. So since I don't use this one, I don't need it, so you can always, once you got onto your title slide, you can always do this one. But once you have like one already, once I go new slide, because I've already used it, it'll come up automatically the same one. So I'm going to X out of that. And now you go to the designs. And here you find your designs. And these are your background styles. So I'm going to press this arrow down, which will show you all of them. I'm going to show you those, guys. So these are all your types of background styles you can use for your video. And they're all different. They all have these kind of different colors with them. Like they all come in their own colors. So I'm going to choose this one. And you see up here, these are kind of different background styles you can have. Some will have more than 4, but this one just has 4. So if you go into that one, it'll change. Next one, same thing, and change. And also, some of the backgrounds, be aware, they will have their point in the middle. Whereas I'm going to show you this one has it at the top. So some will have it in the middle or at the top. If it's in the middle, it's going to be a bit more harder to use because, and I'm going to show you why now. Oh, one more thing, guys. I'm going to leave it the way it is here. Sorry, I keep going back and forwards. I'm going to add a new slide. Then I'm going to go to the design here. One more thing, guys. If you right click here, you can choose if you want it to go to all slides or selected slides. I'm going to choose selected slide. And you can see here at the side over here that every slide is changed bar this one. And here are your options at the top, which is an orange, blue, and purple, and green. Sorry, I'm confusing myself. So this is what it looks like. I'm going to move that away. I'm going to go back onto my document. I have it already selected. Right click, copy it, go back onto your PowerPoint, right click again. And this is the option I use. It's this middle one that looks like a paintbrush. Keep source formatting, or you can click K, but I don't. So this will keep what I've pasted. They'll still keep the color and the style. So sorry. If you go onto this one, it'll kind of come in as a picture, so you won't be able to touch it. And if you go into this one, it'll just go plain white. So I'm going to go to this one, and this is what comes up. Obviously, at the bottom, you can see your cursor, or whatever, is at the bottom. Just kind of backspace that up. And again, you can Control A, and it'll highlight it all. Go back home. Make sure you're back home. I don't like having it in bullets, so I just take that off and then move it to the left. And then it kind of, you can see these little two A's at the top here. This one makes it bigger, which you just saw, but I'm going to make it smaller, which is this one. So it goes from 20 to 18, and this one makes it bigger, which went from 18 to 20. And this is what it looks like. Now I'm going to show you guys something, because sometimes it's hard to kind of see, like this is perfect example. You can see that you can barely see the green writing, and it's really difficult. So if you go into your designs where you are, there's this more option, and you can change the colors. So I'm going to show you the colors first. So if you click onto where it is and go back home, these are kind of your theme colors. They'll be different for every slide. They'll be different for every kind of design you choose. And sometimes even the background colors will be different. But these are what the design theme colors are. I like choosing PowerPoints that have good design, that have good theme colors. And I'll show you that why in just a minute. But I'm going to go back onto my design. So you can change your colors, and they have loads of options here. Your theme colors will change to whatever you choose. Say you want the red and violet or the red and orange. So I'm going to go into red and orange, and I'm going to show you. Be aware, guys, sometimes when you change your theme colors, the background will change. Like it might go from a nice pink to a dark green. And see, your theme colors up here have changed. I'm going to backspace. I'm going to show you this. You can also go into your more, and these are your background styles. They come with options. It will be different for every background, but I'm going to show you what there is in black. So if you have a design where you can't really see the writing you've chosen, you can leave it there and change the background style to black. That's why most of my videos you probably see I have a black background. Is because I kind of kept the design, but I couldn't see the writing, so I changed it. And now you can see it so clearly. And again, if you want, you can just change it to the selected slide. And I'm going to show you. You right click, apply to selected slides, or all slide, or matching slide. And that is what happens if it's in kind of the middle. And this is what I'm going to show you if it's in at the top. I'm going to move this up here. I'm going to use this arrow down again. You'll notice, guys, it won't let you copy because I added a new slide. It kind of wiped out what I had copied, but that is fine. Just keep your Word document open. I'm going to copy it again. I'm going to use the same. I'm going to use this. Make sure to go home, get rid of that. And you see the writing is already 20. I know it's not, and again, you can barely even see the writing. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to use this black background. For some backgrounds, because they have their little design, that's what the kind of will leave. So you can see it there. So once I have that, I always once I finish and I've kind of selected my title and everything else, and once I know I don't have it now, but once I have it all finished away here, like I have all my slides, I have my document done. Remember, guys, save as you go along. So you can see up here, I haven't saved it, so I'm going to show you now. Save. This is what comes up for me. It might be different for you, but make sure, guys, you're saving it as PowerPoint presentation. Because if you save it as something different, it might not work. So I'm going to click PowerPoint presentation. And again, I have all my stuff in folders, so it's easy to find. You can choose. I'm going to choose that. I'm not going to save it. All right, guys, so once you've done that, I'm going to show, and then obviously I use pictures. I'm going to go away from this for just 1 minute. And I'm going to show you guys one I've already done. I just haven't uploaded it yet. Here we go. I'm going to go into this one. This is one that I've already done. Now, obviously I have a completely different background, and this is Poison. Here we go. And you can see here I have my colors and I have my characters. For more people, you're going to need to choose kind of different characters. So you can see here, I have Will kind of like in a full upright position, so he doesn't kind of affect. Remember guys, the more writing you have, the smaller it's going to be. But you can also use group photos like this one. And also, yeah, there they all are. And obviously I have my thank you for watching. Now I use this all the time. So I'm going to show you guys. This is how I do it. These are my pictures. And again, I'm going to show you, I have my pictures in a separate folder too, which if I go onto my pictures, my other folder, here we are. This is my Glee folder. So these are the pictures I have. And then again, I have my pictures in kind of their own little space. I have my character boys and girls and the groups and the couples. So this is so I can easily find them. And these others here, these are kind of others that I don't really have a category for, which is hence my other folder. So these are kind of people I don't have categories for. So if I go up here to my character girls, I have them all named and I have their pictures in there for my videos. I prefer using a file called PNG, which is basically they have no background, which is easy because if they have no background, there's nothing really in the way like this one. So once you've done that and you've saved it away, I'm going to show you. I already have this saved, but I'm going to show you again. You go into your file, your save as, you browse, and you can see here, it'll go on to where you have your file saved away. So you see here. And you see this save as type under your file name. I'm going to click onto that, and I'm choosing this one, which is this JPEG. I'm going to click that. You'll notice that the files I had disappeared, but don't worry guys, if that happens, they are not gone. They're still there. It's just because I changed the file, there's no matches. It only has complete because that's really a folder. So if I go into my documents here, go into movies, I already have this here, I'm just going to show you. So this is, make sure guys, you go into a folder, you have it. So I always name my folders so I know where they all are, so I don't lose them. Because if you lose them, you have to start all over again, and there's nothing worse. And remember guys, save as you go. Just remember to save, because you never know what's going to happen. I mean, the electricity could go, and it's just nothing worse. So I'm going to save. I already had this here, but I'm not going to actually save. And this is a little box that will come up with it. And this is which slide you want to export. This will all make sense when I show you in a bit. All slides, just this one, or cancel. If you choose just this one, then whatever slide you were on before you saved it, that's the only one that would save. And that's actually a really good one for what I'm going to show you next. And I go all slides, but I'm not going to now because I already have it saved. So I'm going to cancel, which will just leave it be. And then you go back to your folder and save away. And I'm going to show you the file now. Here we are. Here is my movies file. And this is what it is. And this is what I use. This is just what I use. So I'm going to go here, which is Movie Maker. This came with my computer, but I think if you don't, you might be able to download, but I'm not sure, guys. Don't quote me. So if I go into my movies, I click in. But firstly, guys, if you want to name it, I right click, rename, copy, and then go into the folder. Then I use my Control A, highlight them all, and bring them over to my Movie Maker. And this is what it'll come up as. And this is what it'll be. Here we go. I know it's so dark, guys, and I'm very sorry. I know you probably can't see it. But also, this might be on your Word document too. It's like an arrow. You can zoom in. And it'll make it kind of bigger, longer, not bigger. Gonna go way. There we are. So once I've done that, I go onto my add music, which is obviously what you'll need to do. Now, you might have to search for a bit, but this is what automatically comes up. You might also need to go on to a different kind of file. I'm sorry this is not responding, guys. I'm so sorry. My computer does this to me sometimes. I'm so sorry about that. And this is why you save as well, because you never know when it might not respond. This is kind of the primary thing, what you click onto. But if you go into your music up here, or wherever you have your music saved, so I'm going to search Poison. If it'll let me. Poison. And then you just press your enter button, which is here. And you wait until your computer decides to respond. Ah, there it is. Now, every word that has poison in it is going to appear on your computer. So you see here, all my stuff that has poison in it. And you need to make sure you're clicking the right one. So this is what I want. I'm going to click onto it. And this is what you're going to see come next. This is your kind of music file. That means when you play it, the music is going to start playing. So remember, guys, save as you go along. So I'm going to save this here. I'm going to, this is Movie Maker Projects, and it automatically goes to your documents, which I have is my videos. So this is named my movie. I'm going to right click, I'm going to paste it in, and this is what will come up. So before I even open the folder with the name, I copy the name so I can save it. So once I've saved, I'm going to save it there. Remember, guys, save as you go along. So this is what it looks like now. So you'll see up here, there's a little edit button. And this, right now, it's on 7. That is kind of the line. That's how long your video, the kind of slide you're on now, is going to be. So right now, I'm on the title slide. So if I change it to like 20, it expands. So it goes on for longer. I'm not going to play it for you guys because I don't want to risk this video getting blocked. So also, guys, you can move your music line along. And I know you can see that this little one here is getting shorter, but don't worry, guys. It's only because there, so you can move that along. So I'm going to change this all to 30, and I'm going to show you guys. Sometimes the video is going to, see, right there, my music line has come to an end. So I'm going to show you that now. Go on to my 30 again. My music line has come to an end. And if that happens, guys, don't worry. That just means your songs come to an end. And because I have my kind of slides kind of all really long, it's too long for the selective. So when I do that, I kind of click on. I'm not going to again, guys. So I'm going to show you. I click on. I let the music kind of play itself out until it comes to an end. And then I change it. So say this 30. I want to change that to like 15. The music line got longer because the slide got shorter. It is quite difficult, guys, and I feel with this one, you need a bit of patience. So say you have it all, finished and you're done. And you're perfectly happy with the way it looks. I click this button here, which is preview full screen. And I'm also going to show you guys one more thing I do. I have sort of this like Bluetooth, I have this like wireless mouse, which is affected by this little thing here, which is my mouse. If I take that out, my mouse no longer works. But before I go onto my preview full screen, like once I hit my preview full screen with my mouse, I actually turn my mouse off. And I'll tell you why, because I don't want my mouse like affecting when I preview my full screen. And I'll tell you why. When you go into your preview full screen, your movie starts to play. I'm going to pause it there, guys, before you start hearing music. Your kind of movie project is going to start playing. So when you do that, when you think you have it done and you think you have it perfect, preview your full screen and what you've done is going to start playing. And I always turn my mouse off because I don't want it to like whack against the screen, because I always feel if I do that, I have to start over. That's just what I do. You guys may not need to do that, but that's just what I do. But that's just what I do. Also, guys, I'm going to show you something that I've only just noticed, because this is also a good thing. As you can see here, I've made a mistake with kind of my first slide, and that's okay. And I'm going to show you why now. You go on back to your slide, and here, I did not change the colors, and I like to. So I'm going to change my colors. Here we are. Better. So say if that happens and you've made a mistake in your slide that you didn't realize before, like you forgot to change the colors, you didn't bold it, you didn't put in a character, that's okay. You go back onto your slide, you go into the selective slide, you go into your file, your save as, browse, you choose your JPEG again, you go into where you have your document. Here we are. I'm going to click into my Poison. Also, guys, if you're doing this, I'm going to show you now. I'm going to X out of this. I'm going to save it. And you notice that your slides are slide 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you're doing what I do and you want to change like one slide, I put down the name here. I'm going to change it to slide 1. It'll ask because I already have it if I want to replace it, and I do, so I'm going to say yes. Be aware, guys, of the slides. If you have more than one, you need to make sure you know the name of the slide and what you're on. So I'm going to go yes, and I'm going to do just this one because I only want just that one to change. So just this one. I'm going to save this, and I'm going to show you now. Hopefully that's changed itself. I'm going to go into my video folder. I'm going to look up my Poison. Here it is. And you can see there, my slide has changed because I did just this one. Remember, guys, save as you go along, especially if you're doing this one. Because if you don't save, you'll have to restart. And the only thing I'm doing is Poison's a short song. It's only like a minute or so. But for other songs, they might be like 4 or 5 minutes, so it'll be longer. The more slides you have, the longer it's going to be, guys. And I'm going to tell you something else. Before I save, I don't know if I told you this, I might have, but I'm going to repeat myself again. I might have not told you this, I don't even remember, I'm terrible. Anyway, here we go. Once I've done all this and I've added my colors, I've added my slides, before I even go onto the saving, I go onto YouTube and I find the song I'm doing. So in this case, I'm going to show you on my computer. I'm going to go onto YouTube. I'm going to go into YouTube. This is what I'm using on my computer, but it'll obviously be different on your phones. I'm going to search Glee Poison. I'm going to search that there. And these are your options that will come up. Like it might have the album or the performance. I go onto the album and I listen to it while looking at my slides to make sure like they're in sync with one another. Like that one doesn't start right after, because that means it might be a bit harder to edit in your Movie Maker. And also, I do that to make sure there's no like instrumental break, there's no instrumental intro or outro. So if it is, and say if there's a long instrumental break between this one and this one, you go into your new slide, get rid of this, get rid of that, move this up here, bring it, drag it. I'm going to use and you put in instrumental break. You put instrumental break in there. I again use my Control and A. The thing will highlight itself, and here we go. Sorry guys, just something came up on my phone. I'm really sorry. You see there, because I made it so big, it moved on. So the last 2 letters came down. If that happens, that's no problem. You just make it shorter. And there it is. I also put it in red, or you can put it in bold, italics, underline it, to each their own. So I'm going to take it off. So that is if there's an instrumental break or an intro or an outro. You put it there, and then again, if you want to save that, you go onto your file again, your save as, your browse. Again, make sure you're saving it as the right one. And then you go back onto your movies, wherever you have it saved, click back into your folder. And because this is a new slide, I mean, it's not like a replacement. What I do is I just go to slide 5, which is my last one. Get rid of this little line here and change 5 to 6. And then a new slide will appear at the end. Cancel that because I'm not doing that. Go back. And then if you go into your folder, it'll appear at the end. It won't appear in your Movie Maker kind of project. So you'll need to drag that in. You can easily do that. You just drag and you stick it in. And there it is. You can also remove it. If you right click, you'll see here, you can remove it. Or you can copy it, which is also good. So if you have if there's more than one instrumental break, that's fine. You only need to really do one slide. And then you can also do this. So you click onto it, you copy it, you go where you want it to be, you paste it, and there it is. You can move it along too. You obviously can't move it in between slides because it's not like that. So there it is. So I only do one instrumental break. If there's more, you just copy it and you just paste it in. So right now I'm going to remove that. Once you've done that and you've previewed it, also guys, I can't stress enough, it takes a while because I'm going to tell you why. If it's a long song, because longer songs take longer, obviously, then once you preview and you notice that something's off, the timing is wrong. It can be hard because if it's your first slide, you need to change the timing on the rest of the slides. And that means once I've done that, I preview it again. Now, I also keep my eyes kind of on the screen. So, also guys, again, I want to tell you, if there is a video that I have done that's out of sync, please let me know in the comments and I will redo it, no problem. So, once I've done that and I've previewed it and I make sure everything's fine, save also guys, remember to keep on saving. You go into your file, you go into save movie, and then you do recommended for this project. So I'm going to click onto that and it'll bring me to my pictures folder. This is what is already done, and that is kind of how you make it into an MP4 file, like a video file. Once I've done that, the video is going to be there. It'll take a while because it has to process, so it'll take a few minutes. The shorter the song, the shorter it takes, but the longer it is, the more it'll take, the more slides you have or the longer the song is. So I'm not going to save it because I don't need to as of yet. Once I've done that, I go onto my YouTube account and you'll see this what looks like a little, I don't know what that looks like guys, I'm sorry. And it says create. Click onto that. And these are your options. You can upload a video, go live, or create a post. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to upload a video. I'm also going to show you one more thing, guys. Just bear with me for 2 seconds. I'm going to show you what will come up. This is one I've already done, but I will show you how to delete it also. If you've made a mistake or you don't want to upload it just yet. I'm going to show you guys. Sorry, guys. Just bear with me. It's taking a while to load. Here we go. I'm going, just hold on 1 minute, guys. I promise I'll be there in just a second. Here we are. Now, this is one I've already done. This is my Bambaleo/Hero. I don't think I'm saying that right, guys, and I really am sorry. So I'm going to show you guys now. This is what will come up when you upload your file. So, what I've done, once I've had my video, I kind of drag it and paste it in. You can select files, but I choose not to. And this is what's going to come up. This is it. This is your title. You can put in the description whatever you like. And this is also, you need to click one. Yes, it's made for kids, or no. So I always click no. Go next. I don't know what this is. I don't use it. And then you choose if you want a public, unlisted, or private. And then once you've clicked, you go publish. And I'm going to show you guys now. Because I've already done this one, I'm not going to delete it. So once that's done, it's kind of processing itself. So I'm going to close it and I'm going to delete it. Because I've already uploaded it. So I'm just doing this to show you guys. Oops, wrong one. But that's actually a good thing, guys. There is a little, once you've done it, I'm going to show you now. This is detailed, so you can change it if you like. I'm going to go options, delete forever, I understand, and delete. And it's gone. These are obviously my channel, which is the videos I've done, and I'm really thankful you guys like it. So once that's uploaded, it'll just pop up there on your channel videos, and then you just create more. So I hope this was helpful for you guys, and I want to say before I leave, I want to say thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. I'm really glad you guys like my videos. If there's any more you want to see, it doesn't matter. Even if it's one I've already done, just let me know. And if there's a video you want me to change for any reason at all, like if it's one like my modern one, like perfect. This, like say it's a man's world. Say there was something you wanted me to change about it, just tell me what it is and I'll change it, no problem. Your comments really mean a lot to me, guys. And also, if you would like, subscribe, and share, because it means a lot to me. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you liked more like this, I'll even do more. Sorry, I'm just Xing out of all this. If you like this video, I'll even do more, because I have some in the making. So if you guys like these kinds of videos, I will try and do more. So I really hope you enjoy, and I'll see you again. So remember, guys, just any videos you want to see, just tell me in the comments. And if you want and anything else, just let me know in the comments, because I really do appreciate your comments, guys. It means so much to me. And I want to say thank you so much for all the amazing comments and for all the subscribing to my channel. It means the world to me, guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you again. Bye.